storm back after falling behind. This is obviously a great start for American Fork. Big turnover, Katoa getting the score, but we got a lot of football left here to go. But great start for American Fork.
Cody Barton met Katoa about the 1 yard line as the extra point is blocked, but hang on, there may an offside call on Brighton. So far nothing's gone right for Brighton. Cody Barton met Katoa right at the 1 yard line, but Katoa just kept it moving forward for the touchdown. So take away that blocked extra point and they'll replay the down. Replay the extra point.
You know, Brighton is a team that's been here before, Rod. A lot of these players in this Brighton team were on that team that made the state championship game last year. American Fork didn't make the playoffs last year. This is a really new experience for all the guys on this team. But what a great boost for American Fork coming into this environment where you haven't been before and to have this kind of a start.
Jackson Nadal in for the extra point. He'll try it again, and this time it's good. So we are a minute, 10 seconds into this football game. The 5A semifinals for the right to meet Bingham next week for the title. And the American Fork Cavemen on top of the Brighton Bengals, 6-0. Game night live right here on KSL.com.
At Les Schwab Tires, they know that time is a way of changing things. But the one thing that time hasn't changed is the way they feel about service. The next time you need tires, keep Les Schwab in mind. RPT would like to wish all of the participants good luck in today's event. RPT has been a pioneer in sports medicine in Utah for over 40 years. The Dairy Farmers of Utah would like to wish all of the participants good luck. Remember to refuel with chocolate milk for all of the nutrition you need and to help perform at your best, plus it takes work. Today's event is being streamed live online and will be available to replay at any time at live.ksl.com.
Back here at Rice-Eccles Stadium, number 2 of the 5A semifinals on the day. American Fork now has a 7-0 lead. Took them a while to put the extra point up on board as there was a roughing the kicker penalty. And so now American Fork will take the point. They lead 7-0, and Nadald will kick off from the 45-yard line of Brighton. Let's see if he squib kicks this or puts it in the end zone. And that goes over everybody's head in the end zone. So Brighton will get it for a second time, and Jeremiah on that, I would kind of squib kick it down to the goal line instead of just kicking it back in the end zone.
Even you can kick that out of the end zone, make this team start on the 20, but interesting philosophy, squid kicking it, but you could take a chance and try to get that recovery and not have too bad a field position to have to deal with, so that's an interesting thought.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Brighton Bengals. Last play they had it, Robbie Hutchins was picked off by Nate Honey, which resulted in a touchdown a couple of plays later. Hutchins, Osa Messina's got it. Messina across the 25 out to the 30. He's got a first down out to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 by Osa Messina. And Jeremiah, Osa Messina has not been used that heavily as a running back this year, much as we thought. He has only like 70 carries for the entire year.
Yeah, he's had a great year on defense, but they have not relied on him as much on offense, and they do have a lot more weapons, and the emergence of Sione Hemuli Lund, I think, has had a lot to do with that. When you've got a kid that talented to go along with Osa, he doesn't have to carry such a load.
And Osa's going to go play Division I college as a linebacker or defensive end, so that's his strength. Hutchins off the high snap, got his man, 35 out to the 39-yard line. Ball comes loose, but it was he was down before he hit the ground. There's your man, Sione Hemuli Lund. He has 2 receiving touchdowns, averaging 81 yards a game on the ground.
He's had a great year. He's a good young talent. He's a kid that's like Osa, recruited heavily. He's going to play at the next level as well. This Brighton team is loaded with talent.
Hemuli Lund's only a sophomore, so he's got a couple more years to do some damage in this state. Second down and 6, 40-yard line for the Brighton Bengals. Down 6, not 7-0. Flag on the play will be offside on American Fork is the right side. I believe it was Nick Bernardo that jumped offside. So that'll move the ball back to the 35-yard line.
I talked about the
that'll move it up to the 45-yard line. It'll be second down and 1.
I mentioned the experience factor as we open this game, and
American Fork
had here before, so this is the first time this defense is on the field other than that interception. So now a sustained drive here. How are they going to react to this? These guys this is new to them.
Under 9.5 to play here, first quarter. Lucas Lehman in motion. Hutchins going to go deep. Got his man across the middle. Caught inside the 20-yard line. 5, touchdown. Touchdown, Brighton Bengals. That's Simi Fehoko. And that is touchdown number 6. That is a 55-yard hookup. Robbie Hutchins, Simi Fehoko.
You had the run game going there with Os, and then you have a chance to take a shot. Things are wide open. He had a one-on-one out there. Safety couldn't contain him, and right down the middle. Great shot by Hutchins to even up this score.
Yeah, Hutchins had plenty of time, and Fehoko just outran Colson Worley. The extra point is up and good by Michael Williams, and just like that, only took a couple of minutes a minute and a half for the Brighton Bengals to get back on the board. We're all tied. 7 apiece, 9:14 left, first quarter, second 5A semis of the day here on KSL.com.
Check out the Deseret News for the best place to read about pro sports. Online at DesNews.com. Deseret News, now you know. Today's game is being broadcast live on KJazz TV. You can get highlights of the game on KJazz.com. You can also purchase a replay of the game next week on KJazz.com. Back deep for American Fork, number 3, Zach Katoa, and number 10, Jake Laycock. Kicking off is number 29, Michael Williams.
All right, welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. 9:14 left. Robbie Hutchins, 55-yard touchdown pass to Simi Fehoko. We're tied at 7. And American Fork on the kick return out to the 28-yard line. And that's where they'll take over now. First and 10 from there.
Yeah, the first drive was easy for American Fork. All they had to do was carry the ball 6 yards. Reception return. Let's see what they can do. They got a whole field here to go against this Brighton defense, who's very tough. Led by that guy right there, Osa Messina, one of the best linebackers, not just in Utah, but in the country.
When these two teams met the first game of this season, Tanner Smith, 15 of 39, 273 yards, a touchdown and interception. And they had that game won at home, but then with 2 scores in the quarter, a Cody Barton interception for a touchdown, and then Drew Gent, 75-yard kick return for a touchdown. And they beat the Cavemen 23, and boy, that was sloppy, rainy, lightning, cold, wet night.
That's the kind of game we were used to having in October, November. We had it in mid-August, which was very weird.
All right, penalty on Brighton, 5 yards to the 33-yard line, first and 5 from there. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for Tanner Smith. Play action, Smith going deep over the head of his intended receiver. And his intended receiver, Ben Cummings. Nice coverage there by the Brighton Bengals.
I like the play call, though. Take a shot here early in the drive, try to catch him off guard. Aggressive play calling, I like it.
Aaron Beam, the head coach for American Fork. Ryan Bullitt, the head man for Brighton.
Second down, 5 yards to go.
A good look at Tanner Smith, the junior. Throw it out in the flat. Katoa had it and dropped it. Boy, you don't see that very often, Zach.
No, you don't. He looked upfield before he caught it.
He would have had a first down, too. So that brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd down.
And Katoa is not just a guy who lines up in the backfield. They put him in the slot position. They put him in wide receiver position. And right now he goes back and on the right side of Smith.
Such a versatile player.
And now he's in motion. See if they try to get it to him again. No, he's going deep. What a catch, almost. It was a one-handed grab, and I thought Colson Worley had it, but when he brought it in, Jeremiah just couldn't keep track of it.
And there's no doubt he would have scored. I mean, that was a great pass. It just, sometimes it's such a hard thing to do. And look at this. He almost did it. What a great effort.
He had a good tips on Dylan Pearmain, so Tanner Smith going over and knows that, okay, we missed one right there. 4th and 5, punting situation for the Caveman. And a good American Fork bounce, an extra 15 yards down to the 25-yard line. I believe Zach Katoa is the punter as well. So Brighton will have it for the 3rd time. Interception on the first possession, touchdown on the second. This is Game Night Live right here on KSL.com, tied at 7. .838 left here. There you get a look at Coach Ryan Bullitt. First quarter, tied at 7. Robbie Hutchins in the gun. Back at his 20, he's going to throw. Here comes the pressure, unloads, it's picked off. This could be a touchdown for American Fork. 10-5, touchdown Caveman. Ben Cummings, his 5th interception, and he turns that into 6.
Well, I guess you didn't need that touchdown on offense. Just let your defense do the job. What a play.
2nd interception by Robbie Hutchins here in the first quarter. First one led to a Zach Katoa touchdown. This one, immediately a return by Ben Cummings. And Ben Cummings also a receiver, so he knows what to do. First of all, to catch it, and then to finish it off.
He made that play like a caught that ball and took it the other way. It was a great play by Cummings. And how about this American Fork defense? You know, they had obviously gave up the 55-yard touchdown, but 3 possessions for Brighton. 2 of them, you have interceptions.
Nadal in for the extra point. Right down the middle. So with 8:26 left, fireworks here in the first quarter, in the first 3.5 minutes. 14-7. American Fork over Brighton. This is Game Night Live, KSL.com.
Arches Healthcare thanks all of you for supporting high school football. Arches Healthcare is committed to health insurance covering all Utahns and making healthcare insurance more affordable. Backing for Brighton, number 3, Messina, number 28, Eagle. Kicking off is Spencer Leonard.
All right, welcome back to Rice Eccles Stadium. The squib kick here taken at the 35-yard line and brought out to the 41-yard line. But you mentioned it, Jeremiah, the American Fork defense, 2 interceptions here in the first 3.5 minutes. One resulted in a Zach Katoa touchdown a few plays later, and then Ben Cummings moments ago picking that one off and returning it for the touchdown for American Fork to go up 14-7.
You got to give credit to also to that front line, putting some pressure on Hutchins. That's going to be the key in this game, I think, is what happens on the line of scrimmage. And right now, American Fork is winning that battle.
Trips receivers to the right for the Bengals. Robbie Hutchins in the backfield. In the gun. The option play will keep it and smacked right at the line of scrimmage and brought down for maybe a yard gain. And making the tackle there is Nate Honey, who got the first interception of the day.
And we're going to have a penalty here, so Brighton's going to be backed up another 10 yards.
So this ball will be moved back somewhere near the 30-yard line. And it will be first down and somewhere in the vicinity of 20 yards. Yep, it'll be first and 20. Ball marked just outside the 30-yard line. And now you can see the snowflakes really starting to come down. Robbie Hutchins out there wishing he had a couple of throws back here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and weather's something to pay attention to here. The wind right now is not blowing, so that's not affecting both teams. So that's a positive as far as the weather goes.
You have 2 touchdowns in the first 3.5, 4 minutes of the ball game. Just one to his guy and one to the other guy. Snap goes over the head of Hutchins, but nice bounce to pick it up, and now he's going to throw it, makes the completion, but he'll lose another 5 yards. He got that to Sione Heamuli Lund, and Hutchins was just fortunate that that ball bounced back up into his breadbasket.
Well, right, with the exception of that second drive for Brighton, they have not looked good offensively. They're really out of sync, and Hutchins is struggling right now.
With the exception of that one play on the one drive.
Correct. And Osa had a nice run, and then the big strike to Fehoko. But other than that, man, it's all American Fork right now.
There you go, a good shot at James Empey, who put on the pressure. He got 3.5 sacks, the senior, 6'4", 265-pounder. Hutchins back in the gun at the 21-yard line. Have yet to see Sione Heamuli Lund on a carry, but a nice pass out to the 40-yard line. Nice completion, and that goes to Cody Barton.
Got a lot of yards back here. Now you've got a manageable third down situation. It's not ideal, certainly manageable, about 3rd and 10 for Brighton to keep this drive alive.
15-yard completion. Scotty Hughes on the coverage for the Caveman. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Brighton trailing 14-7, just 7 left here in the first quarter. Plenty of fireworks in the first 5 minutes, though. 3 touchdowns. Hutchins out in the flat, caught, and diving forward to the 46-yard line. And that's Fehoko, who caught the long touchdown pass of 55 yards. That's a pickup of 13. That's first down Brighton.
And that's huge for Brighton to have a 2nd and 25, and then on these 2 plays to get a first down, get some momentum going again, and for Hutchins to gain some confidence. A nice throw by Hutchins. Hits this guy right on the mark, and they get a first down.
Ball marked at the 46-yard line. Penalty again on the American Fork Caveman. Again, Nick Bernardo trying to time the count, and he jumped offside again. That's his 2nd offside penalty here in the first quarter. So they're trying to bring him off the edge, Jeremiah, to put some pressure on Hutchins, and he's been caught with his foot in the cookie jar. Foot, not hand.
Foot, wow.
His foot in the cookie jar twice.
Well, and American Fork is clearly bringing the heat. They're trying to get some pressure on Hutchins, force some turnovers. They've done it so far with 2 of them, but right now, Brighton's settled in here and is having a nice drive.
Bernardo coming off the edge again. They go left side to Messina, and Messina is stacked up and brought down for a loss. And a couple of guys there, Nate Honey and Scotty Hughes. Also there is Brennan Cox.
The blocking wasn't there. Now you go from 1st and 5 to 2nd and 10. And once again, Brighton going the wrong direction.
Yeah, loss of play. So they will mark him about the 44-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. Just under 6 to play here, first quarter. American Fork on defense, 14-7 over Brighton. Lehman in motion. Hutchins. Left side, short toss to the 40, caught. Heamuli Lund makes the catch, and in on the coverage again is Scotty Hughes. Scotty Hughes has been busy here in the first half out in that corner, the right side of the defense.
If you're an offensive play caller for Brighton, this is really 2 down. You're going to go for it on 4th down here in this situation if you have to, so that he can really think 2 plays here if he needs to on a 4th and on 3rd and 4.
Hutchins 5 of 7. His only 2 incompletions have been interceptions. On the keeper, Hutchins close to the first down depending on the spot. Needed to get across the 36. He did. He got to the 35. That's a pickup of 5 yards, and that's a first down for the Brighton Bengals.
They won't need to worry about fourth down. Nice play call. You go trips right, and then you let your quarterback get your first down on a quarterback keep.
Emily Lund, 81 yards rushing per game, has yet to carry the football.
You might see him here on this play. He's in that pistol.
The hand to Emily Lund, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward to for a couple of yards. And the guy making the stop there is McCade Daly. Brennan Cox also there. Daly, senior, 6'2", 260-pounder. You run into him, you don't run too much further.
No, he's a brick wall. This American Fork defensive line is pretty stout, especially led by James Empey.
2nd down and 8 after a pickup of 2 from Emily Lund. Here comes the pressure again. Fakes the handoff this time. Hutchins is going deep. 5-yard line, caught by Fehoko, but he's out of bounds. Nice coverage there to force Fehoko out of bounds by Colson Worley.
And I like the call. Your previous 2 plays going to set up that play action, and you execute it to perfection, with the exception of hitting him on the mark. And he threw him a little too wide right that drug him out of bounds, and wasn't enough to complete the pass. But we're going to see a lot of Hutchins to Fehoko today.
Now Brighton faced with a 3rd and 8 at the 33-yard line. Hutchins play now from Lucas Lehman. Just over 4 minutes first quarter. Hutchins fakes the handoff, looking left, now to the right, back across the middle. This is intercepted at the 8-yard line. Hutchins overthrew his intended receiver, and guess who? Ben Cummings, his 2nd interception of the first quarter. Hutchins waited just a little bit too long, went through his progression, and he just tried to fine-tune it, just kind of fluttered over the middle, and he got burned.
There was really nothing there. The coverage by American Fork was outstanding. And again, in that situation as a quarterback, you try to go to the guy you trust in a tough spot, and he wanted to go to Fehoko, and he underthrew him. And it was an easy interception for American Fork. And once again, a 3rd turnover in the first quarter. And that's going to be tough for Brighton to overcome, yet they're still in the game here, 14-7.
He had Fehoko in the end zone, then he had a receiver about 10 to 12 yards in front of Fehoko. So I don't know if he was trying to get it to Fehoko in the end zone, or if he tried to get it to the short receiver and overthrew him.
Either way, big mistake for Hutchins.
We got a timeout on the field, 3:51 left, first quarter. American Fork with its 3rd pick of the first quarter, leading 14-7. This is Game Night Live right here, 5A Semis on KSL.com.
Intense competition requires serious recovery, and chocolate milk has what it takes to help you recover and perform at your best. Today's event is being streamed live online and will be available for replay at any time at live.ksl.com.
American Fork 1st and 10. This is intercepted by the Brighton Bengals, and it's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown Bengals. Cody Barton, just as he did in game 1 between these two, returns an interception for a touchdown. And Jeremiah, can you believe it? The defense is outscoring the offense.
I really can't. Wow. I mean, for American Fork had a chance here on this drive. You go down, maybe you score a touchdown, eat up some of that clock. You're up 21-7. Instead, we've got an even ball game right now, and Brighton has somehow been able to overcome 3 turnovers thanks to their defense.
If you go back to game 1, the opener, that's almost the same type of a play that Cody Barton returned it for a touchdown in the 4th quarter.
That's right. They got them back in the game and really changed the momentum of that game.
Yep. Kind of in that mid-flat range area, and on that same side.
Yep. Cody Barton is going to the University of Utah. Terrific athlete, and he shows you right there what he could do up here on the hill for the Utes when it's time to come up here and play football.
We're tied at 14. This is the 5A Semis on Game Night Live, KSL.com.
Back being for American Fork. 3, Zach Katoa. 10, Jake Laycup. Number 15, Colson Ward. Kicking off is Williams for Brighton.
We're tied at 14 apiece. The kick is a short one, and the Cavemen take it at the 16-yard line out to the 37-yard line, and that's where American Fork will have it. And on the return was Scotty Hughes and Jeremiah. Let's try to count this up now. 21 points out of the 21 scored by the defense. No, that's not right.
Brighton
14, 14 of the 28 points scored by each defense.
Yeah, we've had 2 interception returns for a touchdown and another interception that was returned to the 6-yard line that American Fork would score on 2 plays later. So there's a lot of points on the board right now so far. Quarter, but it's a lot of that is thanks to the great defense.
Now let's see how the offense does for American Fork. Tanner Smith fakes to the left, hands it off up the middle. Got plenty of room out near midfield to the 47-yard line. And this pickup, 16 yards, and that would be Nate Honey. Cody Barton in on the stop. So Cody Barton's had an eventful last couple of plays.
You know, in games like this, you need your best players to step up. Cody Barton was one of those players, and he's getting it done right now for that Brighton defense.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Quick handoff up the right. I think that's Honey again. He'll get close to the 45-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup by Nate Honey. He'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Himley Lund in on the stop for the Bengals. 2nd down and 6. We're tied at 4. Katoa's got it this time. Zach runs into a wall and then bounces off all the way down to the 34-yard line. He picked up another 9 yards after he ran into a wall of Bengals.
I hope there's some college coaches here in the stadium today, and there should be in here because there's some tremendous talent. Katoa's one of them, a guy that he's got some offers, but he deserves a lot more because this is one of the most impressive kids in the state so far this year. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he's under consideration for P.
Tanner Smith out in the flat. Nate Honey to the 31. That's a gain of 3. And it's not like he's a small guy. He's 6'1", 190 pounds.
Terrific
he can catch the ball. He can run the ball. And he's also pretty darn good on defense. So he's a great athlete. And I'm like you said, Jeremiah, I'm shocked that he isn't like one of the highest recruited guys out of the state this year.
You know, I wonder if this team made the playoffs last year, if that would have given him a little bit more exposure.
Might have done. Stack in the line of scrimmage, and that's also Messina making the first contact right there. There you can see, boom, right there. Messina went low and just knocked the ball down to Dunny. Second down and 7, 31-yard line. 1:18 remaining. First quarter, we're tied at 14. Caught, and it's going to be close to a first down. Now it is a first down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's Nate Honey. Picked up another 5 or 6 yards, dragging one of the defenders. Fahoko in on the stop. It's a first down and 10 at the 18-yard line. Now Honey came out, check, but making sure everything, all the bolts and all that are intact. 1 minute remaining, first quarter. Katoa in motion to the left. Fake to Katoa. Handoff up the middle to the 10-yard line. Fili Tuifua with the carry, and that's a pickup. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 from the 10. Fua doesn't get a lot of touches.
There's only so many to go around on this team. He could probably start teams around the state.
Right up the middle, Katoa. Actually, that was Nate Honey. And he has enough for the first down, picks up 4. So it will be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And Jeremiah, it's our first sustained drive by American Fork, or by either team.
No one's really had that. They're making it easy on each other so far.
So 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see if American Fork chooses to get a playoff here. They do. Honey to the goal line. Does he get in? Yes, touchdown. Nate Honey from 5 yards out. And the American Fork Cavemen go up top by 6.
What a way to respond after what could have been a very deflating play, losing your lead on an interception return for a touchdown. Give credit to the quarterback, driving this team down the field confidently and taking some time and responding in a way that to really put that behind them and take a lead.
The extra point is blocked once again, so the kicking team for American Fork having trouble with the right side of that defense for the Brighton Bengals as the extra point is blocked, and now let's see how large that looms the rest of the game.
Yeah, you don't want to leave points out there.
After one, American Fork 20, Brighton 14 here on Game Night Live on K.com.
Here's how it works. Each contestant will start at the 50-yard line and run that fast as far as they can to set themselves up for a field goal. Shoot the ball into the end zone. The ball will be placed on the 2-yard line. The team to make the field goal wins. The left winner will receive a mega flex theater gift pack, including 2 movie passes, 2 times and a popcorn, courtesy of America First Credit Union. So get set, get ready, and go. Doesn't look like either one of them won today. We'd like to thank our contestants, Tanner Cameron and Jacob and Levi, for participating in the America First Credit Union Pass, Kick, and Punt Challenge. America First Credit Union, where members come first. Arches Healthcare thanks all of you for supporting high school football and these amazing student athletes. Arches Healthcare is committed to health insurance coverage for Utahns and making healthcare insurance more affordable.
Back here at Rice-Eccles Stadium, we begin the second quarter, and Jeremiah in that first quarter, 34 points scored, 4 interceptions combined.
And 14 of them straight up for the defense, and another touchdown that was pretty much set up by an interception return. So not only has the offense been off the charts, but the defense is producing points as well.
Robbie Hutchins, Brighton, 6 of 10, 87 yards, a touchdown, 3 interceptions. And Tanner Smith, 2 of 5, 16 yards. And no touchdowns and no interceptions. The short kick taken at the 35-yard line, and that is where the Brighton Bengals will take over. Now trailing 20-14, and Jeremiah will see how they respond after a sustained drive for the first time by American Fork.
Let's just see an offense get through a drive without turning the ball over. Of course, American Fork was able to do that just before the quarter, but that's a sure thing in this game.
Simi Fajoko is the leading receiver for both teams. He has 2 catches, 68 yards, the one for 55, resulting in a touchdown. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Hamuli Lund powers forward to the 38, pickup of 3, second down and 7.
Tackled by number 8, Billy Tuifua.
Tuifua in on the tackle there for the American Fork Cavemen. Second down and 7, ball marked just shy of the 38-yard line. McKay Jackman coming in for the Bengals with the play to Robbie Hutchins. There you see Hamuli Lund. He'll have it again, and maybe 2, that's it. Bring up third down and 5. Boy, that interior line for American Fork, they're not giving up much right here in the first part of this football game.
It's been the reason why they've had success defensively this year, and you saw what they did last week against Jordan, a team that's so explosive on offense. To be able to hold them to the amount of points that they did was really impressive.
That guy right there, James Empey, 6'4", 265-pound senior, leading the way.
Another guy that does not have enough scholarship offers. He's a tremendous talent.
Hutchins out in the flat, caught Messina. And Messina finally brought down at the 44-yard line. That'll be about a yard and a half shy of the first down marker. So, 4th down and a yard. Yard and a half.
They're going to go for it.
Fourth down and yard and a half. Hutchins fumbles the football. Fumbles the football, and doesn't matter who recovers because it's going to be first down American Fork.
He may have been trying to pooch punt that, and he could not handle the ball. He was moving forward like he was about to kick it. I think that's what he was trying to do. I'll have to look at the replay again, but boy, either way, what another turnover. Wow.
4 turnovers. Here you go. There you can see. Kind of went right through the thing, and it looked like he may have been setting up to pooch it.
Yeah.
I think you may be correct.
And he took his eye off the ball.
Oh, man. It was big number 63, McKay Daly, trying to get in there. Doesn't matter, though, who recovered because it was 4th down, and they weren't going to get the first down. So here we go, American Fork with another opportunity, starting this possession on the 41-yard line of Brighton. Katoa in motion. He's wide open if he finds him, but Tanner Smith going deep, overthrows his intended receiver near the 15-yard line. His intended receiver was Ben Cummings on the coverage with Jackson Kafusi, and Katoa is wide open out in the flat.
So Brighton's had the ball for 5 possessions. On 4 of those possessions, they've turned the ball over either with interceptions or a fumble. That's really surprising to me because I bet all season it's really done a good job taking care of the football.
Second down and 10, 41-yard line. Tanner Smith back in the gun at the 46. Brighton showing pressure. They back off. Pass short, incomplete, intended for Katoa. Couple of yards shy. Bring up 3rd down and 10. That time, Jeremiah, they faked the blitz, and then Osa Messina started on the right side, kind of looped around to the middle of the line. So they're trying to stunt, trying to get Messina free, and he's quick enough to run that kind of a stunt.
Tremendous athlete. You want to put that athleticism to work, and they are right now. Osa hasn't, had any sacks or anything like that, but he's definitely had an impact on this game.
3rd and 10, Tanner Smith. Here comes the blitz. They throw it to where the blitz came from. Nate Honey almost broke the tackle, but a nice job there. I believe it was number 15 for the Brighton Bengals, Andrew Covey, that tripped him up, or Honey probably would have gone to the end zone.
Instead, they're facing, it's not really a decision. I think this is 4-down territory, but they're going to have to go for it here on 4th down.
Kind of a battle of coaching schemes right there. They blitz from the left side of the line, and that's exactly where American Fork threw the ball to, right where they came from the blitz. But Covey saved a touchdown there by tripping up Nate Honey. All right, trips receivers to the right on 4th down and a half a yard. You know what? I'd ask for a measurement on here because that's close.
It is close.
It's short, but
we're straight ahead of it, so it is definitely short, but it may be worth it.
Tanner Smith, Katoa, does he slide underneath the defender? And yes, he does. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but then that low center just got under there and lunged forward for the yard that he needed.
It's nice for American Fork to have a guy like Katoa you can give the ball to and know he's going to get you at least a yard.
So here we go. It was 1st and 10 at 30-yard line. Chains move. American Fork retains possession. So they did what Brighton couldn't do on 4th down. And Katoa now in the slot formation off to the right side with trips formation. Tanner Smith looking left. Tried to get it to Ben Cummings at the 20-yard line, but he was well covered by Covey. We're sitting in the booth next to the American Fork coaches, and they are not happy with the way that was set up.
Yes,
that formation.
Something was wrong with the execution of that play, but ultimately it was a great coverage by Andrew Covey, who didn't give that play any chance of working.
And these are supposed to be soundproof rooms, and we can feel the vibration.
Just hope none of the words that are coming out of the room end up on the air.
Yes, hand off to Katoa, breaks through the initial line, and he's down across the 20 to the 17-yard line. That's a 13-yard pickup. First down, American Fork at the Brighton 17.
Katoa's their guy that they're going to go to, and they need a big play, and he gets it done here again. Great play, great vision. Hits the hole, but you got to give credit to that offensive line for moving some pretty strong guys on the other side of the line there. Great job by the American Fork offensive line, led by James Empey, to make that hole possible.
Cody Barton with the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Fake to Katoa this time. Here comes the pressure. Tanner Smith gets away from one guy. He's got a guy open, and he just throws it out of bounds. So he was under duress. Now he had a man open that was going for the end zone. I can't read the number of it there, Jeremiah. You have better eyes than I do, but he had a guy breaking free. I think that was Nate Honey.
It was Honey.
Yeah, but Smith was under pressure, so he just decided to throw it away instead of trying to force it.
I think it was Hamuli Lund that came out there on the left edge there and put pressure on the quarterback.
When he cocked his arm ready to throw it, I thought he was going to throw it to Lund, or to Nate Honey. Inside handoff to Katoa, and that was well sniffed out by Osa Messina. What a job by Osa to come diving through that and getting that inside off taken care of for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, it didn't fool the Brighton defense. They stayed home and made the play. That's the biggest thing for a defense, is for these guys to stay disciplined and stay in their spot. And not try to make that big play, hit that big home run, but just do what you're asked to.
3rd and 9, Nate Honey. Across the 10 down to the 9-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down, so got a good field goal kicker in Jackson Nadal. He's nailed 7 this year. Do you go for it? Or do you kick the field goal, which it would be about a 26-yard field goal? And it looks like they're going to go for it, or at least line up.
I like the aggressiveness in a state semifinal game like this to take some chances.
Bunch formation to the right. Nate Honey's got it. Nate Honey should have the first down as he needed to get to the 7-yard line. He's down to the 6. That's a first down, American Fork. First and goal at the 6.
The gamble pays off, and now the confidence of this offense builds, and then the defense starts to doubt themselves when you're able to make plays on 4th down. Great execution as well.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. American Fork with the football, up 20-14. And a whistle before the snap. And I believe Brighton will call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 7:50 left, first half. American Fork on top of Brighton, 20-14 here on Game Night Live on KSL.com.
Today's game is being broadcast live on KJazz TV. You can get highlights of the game on KJazz.com. You can also purchase a replay of the game next week on KJazz.com. Stats and standings are available at MaxPreps.com, the official stats partner of the UHSAA.
$7:15 remaining here in the first half. American Fork with the football and a 20-14 lead. First and goal at the 6-yard line. Turn, hand off to Nate Honey. Honey down to the 2-yard line.
Carriers number 23, Honey.
Hamuli Lund tripped him up at the ankles. Osa Messina was right there as well. But the ball will be spotted now at the 2-yard line. Second and goal from there. Nate Honey getting a lot of attention here in the first half. Zach Katoa has been the main ball carrier, 120 yards a game, but Nate Honey's been the guy. Now we got that triple I formation. Turn. There's Katoa. Katoa into the end zone. Touchdown, American Fork. Zach Katoa from 2 yards out.
Great drive by American Fork. Again, the patience. They rolled the dice there a couple times too. They went for it on 4th down twice on that drive. So it pays off here. You get to these kind of games, semifinal game against a really good team like Brighton, you have to take some chances, and they certainly did on this drive, and it pays off with that Katoa touchdown.
Also, Messina tried to get there, but the battle of their 2 main guys, Katoa wins that one. Now, after that blocked extra point after the last touchdown, American Fork going for 2, and there's a little confusion there. Tanner Smith has to call a timeout. So 7:15 left, extra point coming up, or the 2-point conversion. As right now, American Fork leading Brighton 26-14. Game Night Live right here on KSL.com. American Fork will go for the 2-point conversion after the Zach Katoa 2-yard touchdown. Tanner Smith in the gun. Smith, it is good. The 2-point conversion is good. And that is Garrett Purvis catching the football from Tanner Smith. And with that, now it's 28-14.
And we mentioned the missed extra point earlier. That's important right here to get that 2-point conversion. You would have possibly regretted that later in the game, but now you get that point back. And it was a great play they ran to get that point back. A little misdirection, went the other way, and executed to perfection.
7:15 remaining, first half. American Fork on top of Brighton, 28-14. And Jeremiah, you and I were talking about it in the last break. I didn't know if I expected a major shootout here, somewhere where both teams may be in the 20s, but we're already at 28-14. But then you brought up a couple of good points.
Yeah, Brighton scored 70 plus against Jordan earlier in the year in a triple overtime game, and then American Fork scored 58 against Jordan last week in a playoff game. So these teams know how to score a lot of points. But I'm with you. Both of these teams have really good defenses, so this is kind of a surprise. And obviously, turnovers have been a big factor.
Again, the squib kick, and it's recovered by Brighton at the 34-yard line. And making that recovery is McKay Jackman. So now, Brighton, 28-14, they 14, 7:15 left. Let's see if they can get a sustained drive here. On their last possession, they were about this same spot of the field, and it was 4th down and a couple, and a fumble by Robbie Hutchins, which we think he may have been trying to pooch kick on 4th down. And that's when American Fork took over, and resulting in a Zach Katoa 2-yard touchdown. Here comes the pressure. Messina dancing his way across the line of scrimmage out to the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6.
I think this is a really important drive for Brighton. We've had a lot of back and forth in this game, but if American Fork now up 14, if they're able to hold that 14-point lead going into the locker room, and coming out with momentum in the second half, I think it'd be tough for Brighton to recover. So it's important that they strike here on this offensive drive.
2nd down and 6, 37-yard line. Hutchins turns, hands off to Messina. Messina tries to get around the edge, and he will fight out to the 41-yard line. That's 5-yard pickup after it looked like he maybe stopped right at the line. Nick Bernardo, one of the guys, Cummings also right there, trying to slow down Messina, but he's still able to pick up 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 at the 41-yard line. Brighton needs to get just over the 43-yard line for a first down.
A lot of running by Brighton right now. You wonder if the Brighton coaching staff has lost some confidence in their quarterback right now to not throw interceptions.
Hiamuli Lund has a first down across the 44, right at the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards. He only needed a couple. That's first down. Move the chains. Plus, you keep the ball away from American Fork.
Yeah, which is very important. You know what? I like this, though. I think Brighton is physical enough, and they've got talented running backs. Why not give these guys the rock and let them run the ball right now?
They're just those small, minute holes in it. Hiamuli Lund and just kind of dancing around, trying to find the largest gap possible. On the option play, Hiamuli Lund trying to get to the outside, and he'll get to the midfield stripe, and that's about it. He'll pick up 5 on that carry on the option play. And on the tackle is Brennan Cox and Nate Honey. Man, Nate Honey's had a busy first half.
He's been, you could argue, he's been the player of the game for American Fork. Obviously, Katoa has played really well too, but
and Ben Cummings. 2 interceptions.
But Honey had that interception, and then he's had a touchdown on offense as well. So Honey having a great game for American Fork on both sides of the ball.
So a quick glance at Ryan Bullitt trying to figure out how to take a grasp on this football game. Hutchins, quarterback draw. Hutchins not going anywhere, lose a couple.
Took too long to develop. You can't dance around the pocket that long and expect to get positive yardage. Once American Fork realized he was carrying the ball, he had nowhere to go.
There's big old number 76, Tanner Roberts, forcing him outside, then Honey and Brennan Cox finishing him off. Now, Jeremiah, you kind of wonder, the running game had been moving the chains, setting up play action, then you go back in the gun again.
And Fajoko's a pretty good receiver out there.
Yeah,
right?
But it seems like you'd set up the play action rather than the gun.
Yeah,
like that. Incomplete. And pass interference will be called. Pass was intended for Hiamuli Lund, and I think they're going to get Brennan Cox. Or maybe Ben Cummings on the back of Hiamuli Lund.
I love the American Fork defense being aggressive throughout this whole game, but this is one instance where sometimes you get caught.
Yep, pass interference on American Fork, so that'll move it up 15 yards, and that'll be a first down for the Brighton Bengals. There it is right there, Brennan Cox. Oh, right there, yeah, you can see it.
Got there a little too early.
Kind of stopped him. Whenever you see a receiver stop in midair, you know it's not of his own doing.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Hutchins. He's got his at the 15, Fajoko, and Fajoko's out of bounds at the 15-yard line, and that is a 22-yard pickup.
We just talked about how that run game, once it's successful, can help set up that pass game, make things a lot easier for Hutchins to find an open receiver. Once again, he goes to Fajoko, who's been his guy all year long. Fajoko, one of the best receivers in the state.
That's a tough pass.
Yep.
That's a 22-yard strike on the run. Hiamuli Lund, maybe a yard, that's it. Chad Lund, the 6'1 junior, in on the stop for the American Fork Cavemen. Yard on the play, 2nd down and 9 at the 15. 3:45 and counting remaining here first half. Brighton trailing 28-14, trying to cut that lead in half right here. Ball over the head of Hutchins. Another problem with the snap all the way back to the 30. Hiamuli Lund falls on it. That's a 15-yard loss. And that's an unforced error right there.
And now you had 2nd and 10. Maybe you get a positive play there.
Wow.
You're in the red zone, and then now you're looking at 3rd and 24. Huge play in this game right there.
That was to the right of Hutchins. Do you think they were trying to direct snap it to Messina or Hamuli Lund?
Perhaps, and that may have been why things were complicated, trying something a little different. But, obviously it's hard to tell without talking to them. But either way, a crucial error at the worst possible time when you're in the red zone almost. That's just brutal.
Ryan Bullitt wants to talk it over. 2:51 remaining, first half. American Fork 28, Brighton 14. Here on Game Night Live on KSL.com.
Coaches and officials is a must for all levels of athletic activity program.
.251 remaining here in the first half. American Fork with a 28-14 lead. Third down and 24 for the Brighton Bengals, and Hutchins is hit as he's thrown, trying to get it for Hoko, and falls incomplete. Now what do you do?
You got to go for it on fourth down.
4th and 24.
Yeah, I don't know if their kicker's good enough on this kind of. The conditions aren't bad. There's no wind. It's not snowing right now. So, you line up, you got a 46-yard kick.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably go for it here. But, again, you got to get in the end zone pretty much. Your first down's at the 5-yard line. So, this is a pretty tough situation. They wouldn't be in this situation without that error on the snap.
Guess who was pressuring Hutchins on that play? Nate Honey.
Yep.
4th and 24, Hutchins back to throw. Going to the end zone, and why not? And it's intercepted. And it's going to be a touchback. But we do have a flag in the backfield, holding or roughing the passer.
That's probably in that area of holding. I don't think they roughed the passer. I think they got there in time. So
Yep.
I think this is going to stand. I think American Fork's got themselves another interception.
And that's why you would want to not catch that ball in the end zone. One time you wouldn't want to get that interception because they had it out at the 29-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. But that's 4 interceptions here in the first half for Robbie Hutchins. I feel for him.
That one was tough, though. You had no other choice really in this situation.
No.
That was as good as a punt.
Yeah.
And you're not going to make a 46-yard kick. So that one you can live with. The other ones were brutal, but that one you can live with.
It's a net 9-yard punt.
Yeah.
You could try to pooch kick it, but they tried it before and didn't work.
It was smart. It was the right play call. Go to the end zone. Take a shot. You had nothing to lose really in that situation. Maybe the Brighton defense can give their offense the ball one more shot here before halftime.
2:37 left. American Fork back on the field. The offense. Tanner Smith. Katoa's got it. 20-yard line out to the 23. Short pickup of 3 yards. And knocked out of bounds by Kahi Nevis.
By number 7, Cotty Neves. Second down, 7 yards to go.
I'm going to repronounce that as Neves,
Yeah.
not Nevis. We have a photographer, Alan Neves. I don't think it's any relation. So I hope it's Neves and not Nevis. That's what we're going with right now. And there you see Ryan Bullitt rubbing his belly. I don't think he's saying, I'm hungry, I want some dinner. Of course he might.
He's trying to do the thing where he pats his head and rubs his belly at the same time.
Yeah. Ryan Bullitt's a pretty even-keeled dude.
Oh, yeah. Great guy.
Katoa busts through and still on his feet. And Zach Katoa all the way out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. And he was all but had at the 30-yard line, right at the line of scrimmage.
He just needed to get past one guy right there that caught him from
Who had him?
Otherwise, this is a score.
That's Max Hool who had him.
28.
And then big linebacker came on board, and we don't have his phone number or his jersey number.
Number 58.
Yeah, number 58, yeah. Right up the middle, Nate Honey got a flag on the play. Honey out near the 40-yard line to the 42, but we do have a flag. I saw one come streaking in, which probably indicates holding. We'll get number 58's name here. So instead of 1st and 10 out at the 42 of Brighton, it will be 1st and about 20 at their own 35-yard line. So that's a costly penalty there, because that could have changed the whole dynamics of the final 2 minutes here.
They had plenty of time to get a score. Now it's going to be tough.
I formation behind Tanner Smith. Single receiver right, single receiver left. Smith fakes the handoff. Out in the flat, wide open, near midfield. Nate Heaps, his first catch of the day. He has 4 receiving TDs, and Nate Heaps is a big boy, 6'4", 215-pounder.
Nate Heaps might be the best tight end in the state, a guy that's going to play at the next level as well. We keep talking about one player after another on this American Fork roster and the Brighton roster that are going to be playing at the next level. This game is loaded with talent.
14-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6. Got a big chunk of it back. Clock is stopped, though, 1:46 remaining, first half. American Fork with the football and a 14-point lead. Smith going under center now. Another fake handoff, out in the flat again. Katoa's got it near the first down marker. That's not Katoa, sorry, that's Garrett Purvis. We're about a yard shy of the first down, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 yards shy. They'll mark it at the 47-yard line, so 2 quick plays, 18 yards. Clock stopped again, 1:41 left. 3rd down and 2.
3rd down, 3 yards to go.
Turn, handoff to Katoa.
Wow.
Katoa's got the first down. So in 3 plays, they pick up 21 yards and a first down.
That's huge. That mistake should have cost them some points or a chance at some points. They buckle right. They get right back up and respond, get the first down, and now they've got a real shot with a minute and a half left. Now that they're across midfield, they got a chance to put 7 more points on the board right here.
Clock now running, 1:23. Tanner Smith under center, trying to draw him offside, doesn't get it. Turns, hands off to Katoa. Katoa's got some room out near the 35-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 36. Hamuli London Barton in on the stop, and that's a pickup of 8. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 2. And we have hit the 1-minute mark left here in the first half.
Like the play calling on this drive. They've been patient. They've been willing to use the run game to get some yards when other teams might just press and try to throw.
Cavemen have 1 timeout remaining. Brighton showing blitz. Here they come. Katoa saw Osa Messina on the right side, so he tried to take it around the left side, and he'll pick up 5 yards on the carry, and more importantly, goes out of bounds. You could see that, and if we see a replay, Jeremiah, Osa Messina tried that stunt going around to the right side of the offensive line, and so Zach saw him, and he cut back the left side where Osa vacated.
That's a great read by the...
All in 2.5 seconds. You got to think that, or less.
I'm telling you, this Katoa kid can play at the next level. He's a special player. Of course, he's no dummy either. I'm not going to run at Osa Messina.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna run away from Osa Messina.
Osa go there, I go there.
Exactly.
1st and 10. Smith going to the end zone. Receiver's got a step. Touchdown, American Fork. Touchdown, 30-yard hookup. And that is Tanner Smith to Colson Worley, his 10th receiving touchdown of the season. And hang on, though. You see the little white, yellow hanky. Did Worley push off? Let's see. Perfect toss by Tanner Smith.
Nope.
Or it could be celebration. Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah, it's
threw him down.
Probably a personal foul.
Oh,
call.
come on.
I think that's pretty. Yeah,
that's pretty chintzy.
I don't agree
if
with
that's
that
it.
I don't agree with that if that's the call.
Yeah, that's
I didn't see any contact, so
No.
it couldn't have been pass interference.
That's not nice. Touchdown is good.
Yeah,
It's personal foul. That's just. I mean, what did he do? The guy caught the football and he threw him down. What are you supposed to do?
maybe there's a little frustration in that. It's at the end of
it was all part of the motion.
It wasn't like he was out on the sideline or anything about it.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Anyway, all right. Editorial over. It's now 14. American Fork increases its lead with 31 seconds left in the first half. You're listening and watching Game Night Live here on KSL.com. That's still a joke. Colson Worley, 30-yard touchdown pass from Tanner Smith, and American Fork has increased its lead now to 35-14. 31 seconds left in the first half, and Jeremiah, that may be just a big old downer for the Brighton Bengals to try to get back from.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. You can't give up points like that with just a little bit of time left in the half. And, it's just deflating for Brighton right now. It's going to be interesting how they respond to this, and they got to be a little stunned. I'm not shocked that American Fork is playing this well and has this lead, but I did expect it to be a lot closer than this at this point. And turnover has been a huge factor in this game, and one of the reasons why American Fork has this 21-point lead.
So let's see what Robbie Hutchins done in the final 31 seconds. He's going to throw out to the flat at the 20, out to the 25. Fajoko's got close to the first down, out at the 30, and he stops the clock. One timeout remaining for both teams. And let's see where they spot this. I think they're going to say he's about a half a yard shy of the first down. But that's not what matters right now. What matters is the time, 26 seconds. 5 seconds clicking off the clock, that play.
Not a lot of time to work with, but boy, Brighton could use any kind of points right now.
Is Fajoko your man? Here comes the blitz. Here comes the blitz. Hutchins looks to the other side. He's got a man. Emily Lund across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. That's a first down. That's a pickup of 11. Make it 12. And it's first down with 20 seconds left. Now they've got a kicker. I don't know if it's Michael Williams. I remember they had a sophomore kicker that has a bigger foot. So, because I remember in the, I believe it was one of the Brighton game, they brought in a sophomore trying to kick this thing in there. So Fajoko's got a first down to the 45-yard line of Jeremiah. Things getting interesting now in that 14-yard pass play. Clock stopped, 14 seconds left. They've still got a timeout left.
And Fajoko's hurt. That's a bad sign for Brighton. Hopefully it's not too serious, but
he's going to his knee.
They're not going to have him here to end the half.
Oh, man. Hutchins, look, he's very concerned. Boy, that's tough. We already had one serious injury, and let's see what happens here. Looks like he just came down on the top of that knee.
I hope he just bruised it. I really do, and that's a possibility there. You never know with knees, but I hope that's the case, and it looks like they're just trying to stretch him out a little bit.
Boy,
let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that's just a knee bruise and not.
He's pointing.
ACL.
He's pointing there, and I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but there's that bone on the outside of your knee.
Yeah.
That he could have come down hard on. And you know what, like I was starting to say, already had one serious injury, starting quarterback for the Bingham Miners, Kyle Garrett, going out in the first quarter with a dislocated elbow. So he is not going to be available for the championship game. But, Ben Bortle?
Ben Bolter.
Bolter, yeah. He come in and his first pass completion, touchdown.
That's when you have depth that Bingham does, you can just bring in the next guy, next man up, and they're ready to respond.
So Semi Fajoko, the speedster, out near midfield all by himself. We'll take a break. 14 seconds left. 35-14 American Fork. There you see Semi Fajoko being helped off, and there you see number 12, Drew Jensen. He injured his knee, and he was done for the year, too. Those are two of their best playmakers on this team now on the bench. Robbie Hutchins going deep, got his receiver into double coverage, and incomplete. That took 7 seconds off the clock. And Jeremiah tried to go for it, but that's a long pass going to his right, throwing back across the field at the 50-yard line. That's a 44-yard pass across the field.
I'm just impressed the fact that he could throw it that far, going against his body like that. It was almost there, but you got to give the American Fork DBs credit there for closing in on making sure he couldn't make that play.
Unless you're going to put it 60 yards in the air, you just can't wait that late, that long when you're going across there. But he had it. 7 seconds left. They go deep again. This will be the final play. Let's see how they work it. Going to go short out in the flat. It's caught by Barton, out at the 34-yard line. So this would be a 51-yard field goal attempt. Now, I think they did. I think they attempted a 51-yarder, but it was short. I think they're going to try it again. No, they got Hutchins out.
Earlier in the quarter, they passed on a 46-yard attempt on fourth down, so I can't imagine they'd try again, although they're calling timeout here to talk it over.
Yeah, 3 seconds left, and right now, ball's on the 34. Yeah, it's going to be a 51-yard field goal as final timeout for the Brighton Bengals, but interesting call here what Ryan Bullitt wants to do. There's Aaron Beam, the coach for American Fork. Trying to keep his guys focused and warm on this cold and cool Thursday afternoon.
You got to be happy for Coach Beam. He's been under a lot of fire at American Fork because that team's had a hard time getting over the hump and getting in the playoffs and making some noise. They've had some talent. For this season, finally, for it all to come together for this program and get to this point, you got to be happy for one of the good guys in coaching here in the state.
As last year, they thought it was their year.
Yeah.
And they got off to a great start and then faltered the last 4 or 5 games and missed the playoffs by 1. And that has been the catalyst for this year. That's been their cry the whole year long in the offseason. We blew it last year. We're not going to do the same thing. All right, here we go. 3 seconds left. Hutchins back. He's going to have to go deep to the end zone, and he is doing that, and it is up and incomplete. So with that incompletion, as Cody Barton was the intended receiver, it feels like he was interfered with, but the clock strikes 0. We have come to the end of the first half, and Jeremiah, what an entertaining first half it's been.
Wow, turnover is really the story of the first half. Both teams have been able to take advantage of them. But Brighton coughed up the ball more. They threw more interceptions. American Fork was able to take advantage of those turnovers, which is why they have that 35-14 lead here at halftime.
Robbie Hutchins, 12 of 20, 158 yards, a touchdown, but those 4 interceptions. Tanner Smith, 7 of 14, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Actually, I think he now has 107 yards and a touchdown. Zach Katoa, 11 carries, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nate Honey, 5 carries, 30 yards, and a touchdown as well. Ben Cummings with the interception return.
Performing to the music of Hits Radio Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Fork Eagles.
Who moves on to meet the Bingham Miners next week. We'll see you in about 15.
And now we welcome to the field the Brighton cheer team. The cheer team is under the direction of Caitlin Odom, Katie Rawl, and Maddie Johnson. In the first half, total offense for Brighton, 182 yards. American Fork with 199 total yards. Fumbles lost in the first half. Brighton lost 1. Interception returns. American Fork had 4 for 97 yards. Brighton had 1 for 38 yards. Time of possession, Brighton, 13 minutes and 48 seconds. American Fork, 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Leading rushers for Brighton, Messina, 4 carries for 24 yards. For American Fork, Katoa, 11 carries for 72 yards. Hudgens was 12 for 20 with 4 interceptions for 159 yards and 1 touchdown. Smith was 7 out of 15 with 1 interception for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. Honey was the leading receiver for American Fork with 3 catches for 25 yards. Bayhoko had 5 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown. If you're looking for a tire store that looks out for you, look to Les Schwab Tire Centers. With more than 400 locations throughout the West, there's a Les Schwab Tire Center close by. RPT provides friendly patient care and has convenient hours and locations to serve you. RPT accepts most insurance plans and offers same-day scheduling. No matter what your favorite activity is, reach for a ice-cold replenishing glass of chocolate milk. Its great flavor is packed with 9 essential nutrients to keep you going strong all day long. Backing for the game men, number 3, Katoa, number 10, Lancock, and number 15, Colson Ward.
Welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. We begin the second half here, third quarter. Brighton kicking off to American Fork. The Cavemen have a 35-14 lead over the Brighton Bengals. The winner of this one will move on to the 5A championship game next week against the defending champ, Bingham Miners. American Fork takes kickoff at the 12-yard line, is brought out, and still on his feet to the 40, only the kicker to beat. And he will beat the kicker, Colson Worley. Colson Worley, 88-yard return for the touchdown. And now the American Fork Caveman can sense the state championship game for next week. Colson Worley took the kick at his 12-yard line and looked like he was stopped around the 30, looked like he was stopped by the kicker, and he would keep going. Right there, looks like he was stopped, and somebody forgot to wrap up, and then the kicker had a chance. That's Michael Williams, and right there he had him, but couldn't. And then Worley finishes off the 88-yard touchdown return. And the extra point by Jackson Nadal is good. Wow. 16 seconds into the third quarter, American Fork strikes again. Colson Worley, 88-yard touchdown, and American Fork out on top of Brighton, 42-14. Game Night Live, heating up right here on KSL.com.
Backing for Brighton, number 3, Messina, number 28, Sione Ingulila.
That's a variety. You want all pine trees, fine. You want some leaky aspen.
Kicking off is Spencer Levin.
Another short kick, and it's taken and dropped at the 37-yard line. That's where Brighton will take over, now trailing 42-14. And we are 19 seconds into the third quarter, and American Fork already in the end zone here. 88-yard kickoff return to open up the second half right there by Colson Worley. And now Worley out in his cornerback slot. Hand off to Willie Lund across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That's a pickup of 5.
Tackled by number 4, Brennan Cox, the outside linebacker.
Second down and 5 for the Bengals.
20, Ben Cummings, the free safety. Second down, 5 yards to go.
Second down and 5 for Brighton. The ball once again snaps over the head of Robbie Hutchins, and he falls on it all the way back to the 21-yard line. My, oh my, that's a 20-yard loss, and that's the third time that the ball has sailed over the head of Robbie Hutchins. So, Brighton having trouble with the snap here this afternoon. play that Robbie Hutchins has right now for 26. The inside screen to Hamuli Lund, and he's met immediately. He'll pick up maybe a yard. That's it. 4th down and 25 for the Bengals, and they will have to punt it away. Trailing 42-14.
4th down. Back deep for the Cavemen is number 10, Jake Lincoln. In punt formation, number 6, Robbie Hutchins.
Kick is a high and it will be marked. So 1st down and 10 for the American Fork Cavemen. Great field position, Brighton 45-yard line, 9:31 left. American Fork on top, 42-14. Game Night Live here on KSL.com.
First and 10 for the American Fork Cavemen at the Brighton 45-yard line. Great field position to start the drive. Fake to Katoa. Tanner Smith going long, and it's nearly intercepted. Dylan Pearmain had it at the 10, but couldn't hang on.
So Dylan Pearmain almost had the interception, but couldn't hang on. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the American Fork Cavemen. And that's Tanner Smith on the sideline. We do have a new quarterback. For the Cavemen, fake the handoff, right up the middle, Zach Katoa. Zach Katoa, 25. Zach Katoa inside the 15, inside the 10, and knocked out of bounds. Zach Katoa, 37-yard run. Ball marked at the 9-yard line, and in at quarterback for the Cavemen is number 6, Gavin Williams. 6'2", 220-pounder. He's a senior. And why not give him some time?
Head up, the number 3, Zach Katoa. From number 6, Gavin Williams.
No gain on the play.
Penalty play.
So a penalty on the Cavemen. And that will move it back to the 20-yard line. Bring up 1st and 20.
1st and goal from the 20. Ball marked right on the 20-yard line. Gavin Williams, the quarterback, in relief of Tanner Smith. Inside handoff to Nate Honey,
and Honey
picks up 6 yards down to the 14-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 14. Nate Honey on the left of Gavin Williams. The handoff is to Honey. And Honey down to this 11-yard line. That will be a pickup of 3. That'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 11.
Tackled by number 21, Cody Barton of the Bengals. 3rd down, 11 yards to go.
Nate Honey with 42 yards rushing in that first half. 1 touchdown. Zach Katoa with 2 touchdowns, 72 yards rushing in that first half. Now, spread formation for the Caveman. That's Katoa in motion. The fake to Katoa, and Williams keeps it, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And we have a flag on the play. So we have to wait and see what. It will be motion on American Fork. But it was 3rd down, and so we'll see if Brighton probably will refuse this. So the Bengals refuse the motion penalty, and that will bring on the field goal unit for American Fork. Jackson Nadal, the senior, 7 field goals on the season. This will be a 28-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. 7:15 remaining, 3rd quarter. The lead now is American Fork 45, Brighton 14, here on Game Night Live on UHSAA.com.
Today's event is being streamed live online and will be available for replay at any time at live.usl.com. The Deseret News sponsors the deep trophies for all UHSAA championships. The Deseret News Awards presentation will be held at halftime of next week's championship game. The 5A championship game will be held at 2:30 next Friday here at Brighton Stadium. The winner of this game will play the Big Final. Lightning for Brighton, number 13, McKay Jackman, and number 3, Osa Messina. Kicking off is Spencer Levin.
$7:15 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. American Fork leading 45-14 after a Jackson Nadal 28-yard field goal. And again, it's a squib kick, and it's picked up at the 29-yard line, out to the 36-yard line, and that's where the Bengals will take over 1st and 10. Hamuli Lund, I believe, the guy that returned that kick. So now let's see what Brighton can do. Kind of in dire straits now. 7:08 left, 3rd quarter. 45-14. Robbie Hutchins, the senior quarterback. Rough day for him. 4 interceptions. On the option, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Scotty Hughes, Riley Phillips in on the tackle. Riley Phillips, the senior, he has 6 sacks on the year. That won't be considered a sack, even though it's right at the line of scrimmage on the quarterback. 2nd down and 10. Clock running, just over 6.5 to play. Hutchins. He's got a little room now. Now he's got the 1st down and goes out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Nick Bernardo running him out of bounds. And Zach Katoa there as well. Well, Ryan Bullett's got to figure out something here.
First down for Brighton.
As you see Hudson's. And now he's got another guy to beat right there. And that was Tuifua. And then Katoa runs him out of bounds. Still haven't seen Semi Fehoko out there since going out late in the first half. Limping with a knee injury. He had 113 yards and a touchdown in that first half, and now he's not there. I'm trying to see if I can get him on the sideline, and I can't right now. First down and 15. Hutchins over the top of Fehoko. There's Fehoko. Just checked back into the game. Still walking a little gingerly on that knee.
Second down, 15 yards to go.
So it's good to see Fehoko back in. He just reached down and kind of rubbed his knee there a little bit. He's not walking perfectly, but he's gutting it out. Hopefully it was just a bruise. Second down and 15. Hutchins way over the head of Hamuli Lund. Now Hutchins a little antsy in the pocket as the Cavemen have been putting pretty good pressure on him all afternoon. Hutchins trying to elude the pressure again, and he's got a lot of room now. And he knocked out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Nate Honey knocking him out of bounds. He picks up 12 yards, knocked out at the 43. It'll be fourth down and 3. They're going to go for it, of course. Down 45-14, 6 minutes left. Hutchins out in the flat, caught. Messina, first down. Knocked out at the 37. Pickup of 6. Katoa knocking him out of bounds. Just a reminder that tomorrow we'll have the 4A semifinals. Timpview and Woods Cross and Salem Hills and Roy. Coming up later this afternoon, Pineview and Dixie in the 3AA semifinals right here at Rice Eccles. Quick pitch out to the left side, losing 3 on the carry is Messina. We'll also have the second 3A AA semifinals tomorrow at 6:30. Hurricane and Desert Hills. So all 4 teams in the semifinals are from the south, and they move up here to Rice Eccles. And the 2A finals championship game tomorrow, Juab and South Summit, or Juab and Judge, that is. In the 3A championship game tomorrow, they have to go to Southern Utah. Go figure. She's sacked all the way back at the 48-yard line. 10-yard loss. Make it 11, 3rd and 21. I have to say, man, what do I got to do? After that 55-yard touchdown pass to Fehoko in the first quarter, it has been tough sledding. And Ryan Bullitt, Brighton wants to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:41 left, third quarter. American Fork 45, Brighton 14. Game Night Live right here, KSL.com. Third down and 21. Hutchins across the middle, picked off by Zach Katoa. Zach Katoa knocked out at the 44-yard line. Interception number 5 for Robbie Hutchins. For Zach Katoa, he's had a few interceptions this year. We have an injured Bengal around the 42-yard line as well. So Zach Katoa with a 5th interception of Robbie Hutchins on the night. And that sets up American Fork 1st and 10 at the Brighton 44-yard line. Injured man down. And that is Osa Messina. That is Osa Messina down, I do believe. Yes, it is. We'll take a break, be right back.
Injured player is number 3, Osa Messina.
First and 10, American Fork. Tanner Smith back in. Nice run, flag on the play in the backfield. Tuifua. Close to the first down marker. Yeah, he's past that at the 29-yard line. Have an injured Brighton Bengal, and that is Hiamuli Lund. And we have a flag back at the 44-yard line. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
player, number 28, Sione Antibulila.
Zach Katoa on the carry across midfield to the 48-yard line. Holding call on American Fork brought that first down carry back.
Second down, 14 yards to go. At the 48-yard line.
Second down and 14. Katoa again. 40-yard line. 8-yard pickup. Be third down and 6.
Third down, 7 yards to go.
Tanner Smith going up top, and a nice defensive play there by Fehoko, as Heaps was open for a moment, but Fehoko closed in and got there at the last moment to knock it away. Fourth down and 7. Little pooch kick by Tanner Smith, and could turn out to be really, really good. Be marked down about the 7-yard line. 34-yard pooch kick. That's where Brighton will take over. 3:14 left, trailing 45-14 here on Game Night Live on KSL.com. First down and 10, 7-yard line. Brighton trailing American Fork for 45. Amuli Lund, 3-yard pickup.
Amuli Lund is the ball carrier. Tackled by number 50, Riley Phillips.
Riley Phillips in on the stop for the Cavemen. Second down and 7. Over the head of Hutchins again. Ball still loose in the end zone, and it's picked up by the American Fork Caveman for another defensive touchdown. Brennan Cox has got it. Wow. What a day for the center snap to quarterback exchange. Just hasn't worked. And the defense of American Fork has capitalized. Brennan Cox falling on it in the end zone. Another miscue on the exchange. From the center to the quarterback again, over the head of Hutchins, and then Brennan Cox falls on it. The senior's got himself a touchdown here in the semifinals of the 5A tournament. Nadald in for the extra point, and it is good. 2:37 left, 52-14. American Fork leading Brighton here on Game Night Live on KSL.com.
for the Bengals, number 5, Lucas Lehman, and number 13, McKay Jackman. Kicking off is Spencer Love.
Kickoff a little deeper this time, taken at the 7-yard line. Out across the 25 to the 28. McKay Jackman, Garrett Purvis in on the stop.
First and 10 for Brighton at the 28-yard line.
So Brighton will have it. Under 2.5 to play here in third quarter. 52-14. And a flag. Legal substitution for the Bengals, so we'll move it back another 5 yards. Back to the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier is number 28,
Hamuli Lund with the carry, picks up a couple of yards out to the 25. Still be second down and 13.
Second down, 13 yards to go.
Incomplete. Hutchins tried to get it to Fehoko. And Dylan Christensen on the coverage for American Fork. Third down and 13 at the 25-yard line. Complete. First down. Right at the 40-yard line. Cody Barton with the reception. Bernardo in on the coverage.
First down for Brighton.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now under a minute left here in the third quarter. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. That's about it. Jackson Kafusi, Jr. We'll give him a yard on the play. Second down and 9.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
They will have to run a play here before the end of the third. Fajoko's got it midfield, 45 to the 42-yard line. 18-yard pickup. And with that play, we've come to the end of the third quarter. We head into the fourth. American Fork leading Brighton 52-14, 5A semifinal. The winner will move on to next week against Bingham for the 5A state title. This is Game Night Live, KSL.com. The fourth quarter. Robbie Hutchins going deep. Is it a catch? No, incomplete. Had his man there, Lucas Lehman, tried to hang on, but couldn't tuck it in. And nice pass, though, by Hutchins. Had him right there. See right there, he was open, had it, and then the ground knocked it out. Good effort by Lehman, the senior. Almost had him a big play. 2nd down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Hutchins to Fehoko. Fehoko inside the 40, 39-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Game is to the 39-yard line. 3rd down, 7 yards to go.
Third and 7. Hutchins looks to the right, fires it. Complete, out of bounds at the 32. Hamuli Lund with the reception. It's about a yard and a half first down. So that'll bring up 4th down and a little over a yard. Hutchins will, let's see if they give it to him. Depends on the spot. Riley Phillips in on the stop. And let's see, are they going to measure this or not? Needed to get to the 32-yard line, and that's about where it is. Ryan Bullitt says it's a first down, let's go. I agree with him. Give it to him. All right, we got another timeout from measurement here. We'll see how close this is. All right, here comes the measurement. And let's see, I think they about a nose of the football. So first down, Brighton with 10:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
First and 10 on the 32-yard line.
Hutchins out in the flat. Cody Barton's got it. Cody Barton inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. And that's a first down. Right.
First down, 10 yards to go at the 16-yard line.
Colton Worley going for the interception, and Tuifua finishing him off. First and 10 at the 16-yard line. Hamuli Lund, not much there, maybe a yard to the 15, that's it. Empey with the tackle.
Tackled by number 50, Phillips, and number 66, Empey. Game is to the 15-yard line.
Second down and 9 from the 15. Hutchins going to the end zone, and he can't connect with Fehoko. Fajoko maybe had a half a step. They'll bring up 3rd and 9 from the 15. Hutchins to the end zone. Barton, touchdown. 15 yards, Robbie Hutchins, Cody Barton. And for the first time since second quarter, Brighton on the scoreboard. 15 yards, Barton from Hutchins. There you saw Worley didn't realize where the ball was, and Hutchins placed it perfectly. Kick is up and good, 8:34 left. 52 for American Fork, 20 for the Brighton Bengals, as Robbie Hutchins connects with Cody Barton, 15 yards to cut into that lead here on Game Night Live on KSL.com. (52-21), 8:34 left. Brighton cutting into that American Fork lead, but they're going to have to do a lot of cutting here pretty quick. Katoa on the return across the 30, out to the 32-yard line. So that's where American Fork will have it. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32 yard.
Yeah, the clock is running. And it's been running when they go out of bounds, and after the kickoff, it should have stopped. Maybe, I don't know if Ryan Bullitt said, hey, keep the clock rolling. I don't know.
Ball carrier is
Katoa picks up 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
And number 23, Max Gould. 2nd down, 3 yards to go.
Robbie Hutchins now 19 of 33, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the 5 interceptions, a couple of them resulting into early touchdowns. Tanner Smith only 7 of 17, 77 yards, a touchdown and interception. And there he'll tack on some more. Zach Katoa all the way inside the 35. And I'm rather shocked that he's still out there, knowing that they got a championship game to play next week. Knocked down at the 34-yard line.
Taken out of bounds by number 1, Mayhogo. 1st and 10 to the 34-yard line of Brighton.
26-yard carry. Zach Katoa has over or near 150 yards now rushing. Tanner Smith's going to throw, got it out in the flat, knocked out of bounds inside the 25. That's Garrett Purvis with the Smith knocked out by Jackson Kafusi. Ball will be marked at the 25. That's about a yard shy of the first down. Second down and 1. Katoa, first down, in 20, down to the 16-yard line. 8-yard pickup for Katoa. Make it 9. 6.5 to play. First and 10, Cave, 16-yard line of Brighton. A 15 carries, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Katoa's got it again. Down near the 10-yard line. They'll mark it right at the 10. Pickup of 6. Second down and 4. American Fork.
To the 10-yard line. Second down, 4 yards to go.
Katoa again. Katoa down to the 3-yard line. That's a first down, first and goal, Cavemen. So it looks like Aaron Beam and the American Fork Cavemen less than 5.5 minutes away from heading to the 5A championship game to take on the defending champ Bingham Miners next week right here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Tanner Smith letting that play clock wind down. 4, 3, 2. Inside handoff and nowhere to go that time. Fili Tuifua, the ball carrier. Cody Barton on the tackle. Loses a yard. It'll be second and goal now from the 3. 4:45 left. Fourth quarter. Quick handoff to Ifua, down to the 1. Have an injured player down on the field for American Fork. Can't tell who it is right there. I think one of the linemen, number 63. Yeah, that's who it is. McKay Daly, 6'2", 260-pound senior. Kind of fell awkwardly. They fell on the back of his legs. And there's Coach Aaron Beam right there running out to check on his big lineman. So is Coach Aaron Beam. Runs out to check on his injured lineman. We'll take a break. Game Night Live on KSL.
Injured player is number 63, McKay Dunn.
We did? Oh, that was on K-Jazz. They do that on all their games. Every time they have a game, they say watch game Saturday at 6. K-Jazz is a partner. That's partner of our high school sports and football with KSL and Deseret Digital. K-Jazz airing this game. I'd like to thank on television and thank Jeremy and the crew for helping us out with the video production. As the handoff right up the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown. Tuifua gets in the end zone for the touchdown, 2 yards. And so that ups the lead to 21 with 3:42 remaining. There you see just the push by the interior of that offensive line. By the time Tuifua got there, he was at the goal line. So Nadal coming in for the extra point. Zach Katoa now 18 carries, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The extra point is no good. So American Forks missed 2 extra points today. One was a block, it was a miss. 3:42 left. American Fork 58, Brighton 21 here on Game Night Live on KSL.com. All right, a short kickoff again, taken at the 15-yard line. Cody Barton still on his feet. Cody Barton all the way out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. And that's where Brighton will have it for the final 3 minutes and 14 seconds. And there you see what got things started there. Ben Cummings, reception return for the touchdown. It's one of 3 interceptions by the American Fork defense in the first quarter that really kind of set the tone for this game. Nate Honey had the first one, Ben Cummings the second, in for the touchdown. Right now, 58-21, 3:10 left. Robbie Hutchins out in the flat, caught by Heamuli Lund. Nice toss and catch there. That's a 10-yard pickup, make it 11. That's first down, Brighton.
Taken out by number 5, Garrett Burgess.
So 5 interceptions by the American Fork defense. Kind of difference in this one, setting the tone early and dousing any chance for a Brighton sustained drive and a comeback when it counted late in the second and in the third. Hutchins wide open inside the 15-yard line. Fahoko. Man, Fajoko's having a big day. Had 134 yards before that catch. Yards added onto that, so quickly do the math. 134 and 64, 163 yards. Let's see if we're correct. Hutchins to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Brighton Bengals. 13 yards, Robbie to Fahoko. And now he's got 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. Extra point is up and good. 2:19 left. American Fork now leading 58-28 over the Brighton Bengals. Fajoko from Hutchins. Moments ago, this is Game Night Live on KSL.com.
Kicking off will be Williams for Brighton.
Kick is taken at the 17-yard line, across the 30 to the 31.
Kickoff is returned by
With 2:04 left, that's where American Fork will take over. Kind of surprised that Brighton didn't try the onside kick. Scoring got started there. Zach Katoa with the first touchdown of the day, and then 5 interceptions. Robbie Hutchins by the American Fork defense. Katoa got that one. And there is Zach Katoa, knowing that he's going to a championship game. He has 18 carries, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and an interception, and also 17 yards receiving. Turn, the handoff, right side, stop. Loss of a half a yard.
Ball carrier is number 21, Chase Stuckey.
Isaac Vance making the stop. Chase Stuckey on the carry. And now the subs are in, getting a little play time here and experience time. There's Zach Katoa enjoying himself over there. Brennan Cox all smiles on the American Fork sideline. They know they're going to the title game next Friday against the Bingham Miners. Miners defending champ, American Fork trying to knock them off. And that's it. They'll need to snap it maybe one more time, and that's it. American Fork crowd going to be a happy trip back to Utah County across the point of the mountain. There you see Aaron Beam making it to the title game. Last year, sorely disappointed when they had a great start to the season, then fell off the last 3 or 4 games and missed out on the playoffs by 1 game when they had it in their control and they couldn't finish it off. This year, it's been their goal, make the playoffs and make a run. They feel like they've got the team, and there you see the big old hugs for Coach Aaron Beam. They're going to the 5A state title game, and there is the cold shower on a cool and brisk night here in the 5A semifinals. Nick Bernardo giving his coach a hug. As American Fork moving on. And that will do it. The American Fork Cavemen moving on to the 5A championship game, 58-28 over Brighton. So next week, the 5A championship game is all set. The American Fork Cavemen and the Bingham Miners. And we've asked the question all year, can anyone dethrone the Bingham Miners? Well, the team with the best chance we thought mid-season was American Fork, and now we're going to see if that is the case 1 week from tomorrow here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. 5A championship, defending champ Bingham and the American Fork. So that will do it for now. Coming up at 6:30, it's the 3AA semifinals. We have a couple of teams from the southern and warm part of the state making it up here to the cold ground of Rice-Eccles Stadium, Pineview and Dixie, for the right to go to the 3A championship game next week. All right, thanks for watching. Bingham and American both win and move on to the 5A championship game next week. Thanks for watching, everybody, and soon for the 6:30 kickoff of 3AA. I will rejoin you tomorrow morning for the 4A semifinals. It's up for grabs in 4A. Timpview, Woods Cross, Roy, and Salem Hills, all tomorrow right here on KSL.com. So for our entire crew here and for the help of K-Jazz on the production, thanks for joining us, and I will talk to you again tomorrow morning from Rice Eccles. Good night.